Got ourselves Call of Duty over for the team 2, ready to go. We got Illidanes, we got Kadam on that team, Plush as well as Sneak Gatsby versus team 1 with Kragar back on a horse, or back on that wolf. We got one somebody. Is he getting a chance to play finally? Because so far this man I don't think I get to play. Biz is going to be first up. Back on the team, we also got ourselves Darmisum. I'm going to mess up your name. Darmisum and Leto. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That's going to be Biz versus Plush. Sap, I see waiting for the banner. Thank God I thought I did something wrong. No, I think you're good. Did you do something wrong last time or something? Why'd you think you were blocked? I don't think you are. Yeah, did you do something? No, I'm confused and sketched out a little bit. But who knows? Plush, death mark onto Biz, just trying to see if he can just rot him down. You're doing the man dirty. You're just gonna let him bleed out and just gonna force Biz chasing after this rogue man. Stormbolt the guy. He does play Dark Iron, so you could shed all of those dots, but that would be his Trinket in a bit of a jeopardy, because Trinket and Dark Iron Racial share a 30-second cooldown. So if he sends one or the other, he can't use the other. If he sends one of them, he can't use the other, is what I was trying to say. I'm messing that up pretty bad though. It's going to be King's Bane, but still hold on to King's Bane. Disarm, and it's going to be disarm for the warrior. He does go for the roar, shattering the rogues inside, rupturing from within, and it's going to be Kidney Shot, but it's very, very DR. Into parry by Biz. He is dotted a little bit, but the rogue looking to skulk out of there, but a quick charge for the warrior. You got to make sure to slow him every time. So the rogue, don't let him run out, and Plush could actually go down here. Cloak of Shadows, but he's not in a great spot. Blind for the rogue, could be in a really bad way right now. He's got a sippy cup to recover a little bit of health, and it's going to be bannered down for Bess. But for Plush, he doesn't have any bleeds hit outside, nothing to worry about. So for Bess, it's really going to be down to either picking up the eyes, which are up right now. I actually would suggest you should do it. Mount up, look out for the rogue. Ready for him if it's going to be next to you. Otherwise, you got to get a leap, stun, charge him, and Plush does still have a trinket. But if you can get around him, force a trinket, put some pressure on the guy, maybe catch him a quick disarm as he goes for a kidney or something like that. Cheap shot by the rogue, has himself another go. Has Deathmark and everything. Disarm early onto the warrior. Deathmark, full bleeds. Is that going to be Kingsbane with shift potentially? Is going to be a Stormbolt back by Biz. Could go for the Dark Iron Racial. Honestly, probably should. He's not going to have a trinket, and I think maybe that's why he's not going for Dark Iron just yet. He wants to have a trinket available. It looks like Plush is the one taking the damage though too. Even though Plush is the one putting dots on the Biz, Plush is the one also taking quite a hefty hits here himself. Parry out for the warrior. Plush trying to see if you can fight through the parry. You won't be able to though. He's got evasion. He can maybe fan around just to get some damage on the guy. He's finally able to get some ruptures in. Both are kind of low, but Plush is in a dangerous spot. It looks like he does go down without even cheat death proccing. The Sneak Gatsby from one rogue to the next. And this man is shouting his inner Kragar, trying to give the pressure from one death mark, literally the next. It's just over. King's Bane, everything. It's just done. It's just done. Big Envenom, massive poison explosion. With Bon Samdi second on the team 1, picking up the eye, trying to be very, very productive with it. Should have maybe been able to see. Are you on work? Should normally be able to see the rogue in that situation though. Fear to follow. Does get on a proper go. Void Torrent. So he's got to be a Void one, right? The Void build? Voidweaver? He's got him some Mind Games, mad damage to the rogue. I don't know if Mind Games even went out though. It did. Massive burst into the rogue. Oh my god. Wait a second. The rogue is still alive. Not for long though. Not for long. There it goes. Oh my god. The damage. The instantaneous damage of Voidweaver. It is beautiful, man. It is beautiful. It is so good. As Illidane's trying to see if he can get himself a virtual treat. I don't think he really meant to backflip like that, but it is going to be a quick fear out of Bond. Somebody full Void Torrent does avoid a kick. And he's just going to avoid Illidane, just let him rot right now. Trying to go for a proper hunt. He still has the hunt. Got him some I-beam, and maybe if he can get some damage with it too. He's got big full eruptions. Those big green explosions, that could be potentially huge. Bon somebody could be in a lot of trouble right now. As long as he doesn't get trapped on Shadow, he might be okay. Maybe looking for Disperse here. Does go for Disperse. As Illidane's putting in so much pressure on the guy, trying to still capitalize on a hunt. Hasn't been able to so far, and does finally reconnect. Quick Fury again. Does Bon somebody have another go? Big spike. Void Torrent. The fact that none of those things break enough fear, and he's able just to spike up the Demon Hunter and then escape behind the pillar very, very rapidly, man. Shadow Priest, dude, oh my god. You should have seen Shadow Priest last week. Kragar brought in a homie. I forget what his name was. I think Tolstoy. I think it was the name Tolstoy, which is like very, not even a name. Not his name definitely does not roll off the tongue, and there's no like a easy way to make like an English nickname for it or whatever. But the man really popped off. I mean, Shadow Priest. He showed us exactly how much damage and how much healing they can do, especially if they're playing the Voidweaver. They kind of sort of leech some of the health from their allies, just a little. You can see why Krager and Leto are kind of low on health. It's not a lot of healing, but it's a nice bit of passive healing. It's almost like an old school recuperate for rogues, if you remember those from back in the day. Big burst on our Judy. He's in bear form with Bark. That's going to be the Void Eruption exploding on him. We can't see it, but that does a significant bit of damage. And wants somebody able to go for a bit of healing. Judy getting more of those trees. The tree homies are back, and look at him punching him. Look at him beating him up. Aren't they buffing those trees soon, by the way? Or am I wrong on that? Look at him beating the guy up. They're just out there punching him. Silence under Judy. Spiked up. He has a bear form. Might be able to get himself a bit of healing. Looking to escape away from the shadows for a moment. Got him some regrowths as he's super low. Wants somebody. He smells death on Judy. Quick stun. Shadow Word Death should be able to do it. Just looking to spike him. Never mind. Just immediate Shadow Word Death with Kedem. Last one left over for the team 2. Shadow Priest versus Hunter. Normally casters lose against Hunters. And Kedem definitely got himself a hell of an opener there. Volley and Bonsam needs to make sure he's line of sighting him as best as possible. Quick interrupt, still back at Volley. I don't know if Kedem had any damage that he could follow up. There's going to be full burst available for Bonsam. Gets knocked out in the open. Big disperse. That is a lot of damage he's taken. There's going to be a trap around the corner. And he's got to get himself a proper go versus Kedem at some point. Trinket immediately. Bonsam with a trinket of his own. He can't stun himself for a while. So that's going to be a rough scatter to follow. Aim shots. Got a void short on the Hunter at the very least. Trying not to get interrupted. Hold on a second. Big DPs. If he can just capitalize a bunch of damage onto Kedem. Quick stun. Mind games. Instead goes in for a spike. That void eruption could be huge though. Hold on a second. Kedem does pop a wall here. DP's down on him. Wants up. Needs a bit of healing. Got himself a bit of that desperate pair. And the man is waiting for a heal, waiting for a fear, waiting for something, anything. Fear available very soon. Maybe he can fear him. Hold on a second. Oh, the fear was bagged, but I think at that point he was just trying to find some cover, man. I think he was just trying to find some cover. Lato also playing the marksman. Now the question is, how much more can Kedem withstand? Can he go in for multiple kills in a row here? Freezing trap onto Lato is trying to see if he can back up out of the pets are in combat. Maybe could no, the pets are properly in combat. Rapid fire into Leto, who goes in for a faint death for a quick second, just to break that channel of rapid fires. For Kedem though, man, is a rough spot to be in. Does go for a turtle shot before Leto has himself full burst, and that is full go for Leto. He's got himself wailing arrow, a ton of potential damage, big rapid fires, also a pre-wall just in case. For Kedem, he doesn't have a wall or anything. He's got faint death, so maybe if he can feint death a rapid fire by Kedem, by Leto, he might be okay. Knocking him with a stun trinket for trinket. That is going to be rapid fires at each other. Leto take a few hits. So is Kedem. Both are kind of low. Volley for volley. And that's going to be a stun on the pet of Leto for a quick second. That's going to be charge traps. Regenerating, but it's going to get broken. Kedem getting stunned up. There's no way for him to escape this right now. It is going to be a rough spot to be in. Got himself full burst at the very least. Stun into Leto. Rapid fire. I don't know if he goes in for wailing arrow. Maybe he has enough damage. That's going to be rapid fire for rapid fire. Both are so low. Get him with a wall. Leto also with a wall of his own. He also got, I think, the survival, the defensive with the fortification of the bear. Running into a freezing trap is unfortunate. I think it might be lights to Kedem. He had himself a camo for a quick second. Looking to escape, but wasn't able to. Kedem is going to need something here. Exile anything. That or get a stun into Leto. Rob him down with a full volley. Stuns the pet. But doesn't stun Leto. Leto with a black arrow around the corner. Kill shot. Oh, it's over. That is a tough one, man. As a hunter, that is not an easy match. And Shadow Priest does pick up 3, man. Priest is pretty good, though. Like, the amount of birds it can do, it's pretty damn good, huh? Alrighty. I think we're done for the night, boys. I think we're probably done for the evening.